Hey juniors, class of 2021, we are happy to be here today to present some important information to you. Please take a few minutes to fill out a brief survey.
Your GHS counselors are Mrs. Parsley, who is the lead counselor. Mrs. Pape is new this year and works with students with the last names starting with A, B, and C. Mrs. Ray works with the last names that start with D through H. Mr. Marks works with the students with the last names I through M. Ms. Ferris works with students with the last names starting with the letters N, O, P, Q, R, and S through S, E. And Mrs. Partridge works with the students whose last names begin with SF through Z. Ms. Newland is our awesome student advocate. To request a meeting with your counselor or to ask a question, please scan your counselor's QR code that is in almost every classroom and fill out the form. Your counselor will send a pass for you when they have a moment.
Are you feeling overwhelmed about what you are going to do after you graduate from high school? Don't worry, we are going to walk you through some preliminary steps to get you on the right track. Let's talk a little bit about taking the SAT and ACT tests. We recommend each student take both the SAT and the ACT to get a feel for which test suits you best during the spring of your junior year. Then once you receive your baseline scores, study or take a prep class for the one you want to take again to increase your score. Most colleges accept both the SAT and ACT. You can take either one. This school year, GCISD was able to offer a free school day SAT, but we can't guarantee that it will be offered again in the future. When registering, you will need to select a location to take your exam. GHS may not be available as a testing site, so you will need to select another location depending on your test date. You must also register to take each of these tests using specific websites. The SAT registration is completed on the College Board website at collegeboard.org. The ACT is a completely different exam where you will need to register to take it at act.org. A fee is required to complete your registration for these exams. However, for students who are eligible for the free or reduced lunch program, you can obtain a fee waiver from the counseling office.
This is the College Board website that you will use to register for the SAT. If you already have an account, you will just need to log in and register. If not, then you will first need to create an account, then register, select a testing location, and pay for your exam.
The SAT will test your knowledge in reading, writing, language, and math. Some schools may still require you to take the essay portion of the SAT. You will want to see if any of the schools you are applying to require the essay portion before registration. Also, schools typically publicize the range of scores needed for admission.
When you are registering for the SAT, you are able to select up to 4 schools to send your scores to for free. If you would rather wait to see your scores to decide if you want to send them to any school, you may do so. There will be a small fee assessed by College Board for each school where you send your scores after you have taken the exam. College Board also provides free SAT practice through Khan Academy. These are the SAT testing dates remaining for the rest of the 2019-2020 school year. Notice that for the December 7th testing date, the normal registration deadline is November 8th. After November 8th and up through November 26th, you will still be able to register to take the SAT on December 7th, but College Board will charge you an additional fee for registering after the normal deadline. This will be the same for the other test dates as well. This is what the ACT website currently looks like. To register to take an ACT test, you must go to act.org, create an account, register, select a testing site, and pay for the exam. The ACT has 4 different test sections: English, Math, Reading, and Science, and then the optional essay. Again, please make sure to check the colleges where you want to apply to see if they require the optional essay. If the school doesn't require it, you do not need to take that part. As stated earlier, we recommend students take the SAT and ACT one time each, then determine which one they felt better about and retake that one. These are the remaining ACT testing dates for this school year. Just like the SAT, the ACT has a late registration deadline and an additional fee will be charged when registering after the regular registration deadline. It is best to register for either the SAT or ACT well in advance of the registration deadline in order to find a testing site close to your home. If you wait until the last minute to register, it is very likely that you will need to drive a long way to take the test. The Texas Success Initiative Assessment, better known as the TSI test, is a program which determines the appropriate level of college coursework for an incoming student. The TSI test consists of 3 separate exams: math, reading, and writing. The TSI is different than the SAT and ACT. The SAT and ACT are considered entrance exams required by colleges and universities for admission, whereas the TSI is a placement test. The purpose of the TSI is to determine if a student needs to take a remediation course in math, reading, and/or writing before taking the college-level courses. It does not determine if you will be accepted into the school. Most community colleges, junior colleges, and trade schools do not require students to take the SAT or ACT as a part of the admission process, but they most likely will require the TSI or a test like it to be taken. If you have taken the SAT or ACT, depending on your scores, you may be exempt from taking the TSI. We encourage you to contact the schools to determine what they will require of you and how to register for the TSI if needed. We encourage you to explore the many options available for your future. You don't need to have everything figured out at this point. Many of you may have your goals set and are striving daily to meet them. Others of you may not have any idea, but that is what exploration is all about. During the last C-Day, you were shown where you have access to your own personal learning plan. On this spreadsheet, if you scroll down to the section titled My Plan for College, there are links on the left that you can use for part of your exploration. There are college visit videos available from when your counselors visited several colleges and interviewed former GCISD students, and a variety of other informational videos. In addition, there is a link to the College Board Big Future College Search that can be used to compare different schools. The College Board Big Future link will take you to this login screen where you will use your College Board account information to log in and explore. Another great way to explore for your future is to visit the GHS Go Center or their website.
In the Go Center, you can explore possible career options, colleges, universities, junior colleges, trade schools, and military options. You can find out about possible scholarships you may be eligible to apply for and how to write your resume. They will even help you with registering for the SAT, ACT, filling out your college applications, and the FAFSA. The FAFSA is the Federal Application for Student Aid that is required by the state of Texas to be completed by every 12th grade student. This application does not open until October 1st of your senior year. However, many college applications are open beginning July 1st or August 1st. To request an appointment with the Go Center, you can scan the QR code that you will find in most of the classrooms and fill out the form. Mrs. Grau will send a pass for you when she is able to see you.
The very best way to determine if a particular school is a good fit for you is to visit the campus. Just because the name of the school is popular or several of your friends are going there does not mean it is a place that will meet your needs. For both your junior and senior years, you have 2 days that you may use as college visit days. These days will not count against your absences or exemptions if you do the following 2 things. You must bring back a letter from the school you visited on their letterhead that states that you were visiting there on the specific day that you were absent from school. They will usually have these ready for students to bring back. If not, please ask them for one. And you must give that letter to your attendance clerk when you return to GHS. There are several things to think about when you are going on college visits. Which colleges do you want to visit? Do you want to go with other friends or just with your family? Also, when planning for your visit, arrange to take a guided tour of the campus. Most campuses offer tours at certain times during the day, but they will need to be scheduled in advance. Plan to explore the town or city. This will help you determine if it is too big or too small for your personal taste. When on the campus, make connections with students and faculty members by asking questions or taking an interest in what they are doing. And you will want to take notes while you are at the college. If you take notes while you are there, it will be easier for you to remember what you liked or didn't like about that particular campus. Additional things to consider when planning a college visit. Is the school in session? There are times during the school year when students and faculty may be on a break or when the visitor centers are closed. Double check their websites or call before you plan to visit. Is there a particular sporting event you want to attend? Are tours available when you are planning to be there? Will you be able to meet with someone in admissions, financial aid, a particular professor, or even attend a class that piques your interest? The best way to learn about the campus you are visiting is to ask questions. If you are curious about something, ask someone. The next few slides have some questions to consider when you are visiting a campus and speaking with the different people. Even if the tour guide is not from your hometown or even state, they can provide you with detailed information and personal insight that you may not be able to receive from just looking at their website. Here are some questions you might ask a professor. These are some questions you might ask to a financial aid counselor. When meeting with someone in financial aid, there are also some additional factors to consider. The differences between in-state and out-of-state tuition, room and board, which is a fancy way of saying a bedroom and food, scholarships, different types of student loans, and grants. There really is a lot to think about when you consider your future, but if you start with some exploration and planning now, it will make the process much less hectic and less stressful for both you and your family. Here are some additional resources that will help you in your exploration. We have given you a copy of the Go Center's Junior Planning Calendar. This outlines many of the specific items that are best to be doing through your junior year to prepare for your graduation, which is just a short 18 months away. In the late spring, we will be back to explain the college application process, essay writing, FAFSA, and more. For now, if you're wanting to get a head start on the essay writing portion of the college application process, watch Mr. Henry's essay writing workshop video. The SAT and ACT registration websites are listed, as well as the website GCISD provides for students to send their official transcripts, parchment. Just as a quick reminder, your junior GPA will be recalculated in June. After this, your official transcript will be uploaded onto Parchment, so you will be able to send it to any place you apply. You can stay connected to the counseling department on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at GVine Counseling. If you have not joined your Class of 2021 Google Classroom, please do so. The code is listed on the screen. This will be very important as you reach scheduling in the spring and make final plans for your senior year. This presentation will be available on the GHS Counseling webpage. Please take a moment to complete this post survey and have fun exploring.